Yeah, my name is Todd Qayyum. Today I'm going to be talking to you about BMWs. Everybody likes Beamers. I've always liked Beamers. Basically, what I'm going to be saying just is my opinion about the new ones versus the old ones. I mean, if you have indisposable cash, like if you got like extra 10 grand in the bank laying around for when something goes wrong, or a nice warranty package, be my guest, get a brand new one. But the average person, even though you buy one, it's not going to be able to afford the parts and the maintenance, because it can get kind of pricey. So a guy like me, I've always liked to drive Beamers. What I did was, after going to the dealership the first time, spending $1,500 on something that didn't even get fixed, you learn how to work on them really fast, is basically what I'm trying to say. And my favorite models is the E36, which is basically, BMW uses E36, just quick. It's just a shortening of meaning exactly a 3 Series from 92 to 98. And the reason I like those cars is you can always find parts really cheap at the junkyard. Most auto parts store have parts for them, and you can also do a lot of aftermarket stuff, as far as you can put a turbo kit in it. You can do nitrous, and you can do cold air intake. I mean, they have a lot of spoiler kits you can put on them. I mean, you can adjust your suspension. There's lots of stuff that you can actually do to the car to hook it up and not have to spend $1 million on it, and they're very safe. Everybody knows the safest car in the world is probably a Volvo, but I mean, these cars are safe, man. I mean, they're not like freaking aluminum foil wrappers, it's not like a death box like some other cars. You got to think about it. A Japanese car, or I don't know about Ford, but a lot of cars, they have timing belts, which is just a piece of rubber. But you got to think, freaking BMW, I've opened up an engine before, they actually have a 2 timing chains. You got one for the exhaust, one for the intake, and you got to think, a chain, you do the math. What do you think is stronger? Is it going to be a chain or a belt? A chain's going to hold up a lot longer in the long run, if you think about it, because you got to think, these cars were built for the Autobahn, for speed. I'm sitting on my third reckless driving right now, and it's like, man, I would just like to go in front of the judge. When the judge asks me why you're speeding, I'd just like to say, hey, if you had the car I had, and you were putting synthetic oil and premium gas, you'd be speeding too. You don't realize it when you're going around town, but when you get on the road, on the open road, and you're jamming, you see how fast the thing can go. Sometimes, after you've had a car for a while, you just tell yourself, hey, let's see how fast we can make this thing go. Just because it says it goes 160 miles an hour doesn't mean that you can go 160. Like, for instance, I got a 318i, and that thing says 160, but when you put the pedal to the metal, you're lucky to get 125, And I got a 325 E36. I think it's a 92. But out of the cars I've had, I just prefer to stick to the 5 speeds. My main one, a 318 right now, I've had it for almost 4 years. I have the same stick, same clutch in it. Knock on some wood. But I've had Toyotas, man, where I was putting in a new clutch once to twice a year. And they're just really fun cars to drive. Sometimes you just want to take the long route when driving them. And if you half the battle as far as working on them is just just getting the Haynes manual, not getting discouraged, and having the right tools. And just, if I can put on a head gasket on a 6-cylinder Anybody can do it. You know, that's the way I look at it. You just gotta put the time in. You gotta have patience, dedication. That's pretty much all it takes, you know. But you know, Mercedes is nice too, but I've never really dabbled into it. I think I'm just gonna stick to the Beamers for now, because I mean, hey, I already know how to work on them. But from what I understand, the 7 Series, they seem to have a lot of problems with those. But the new ones, I mean, if you're gonna get like a 2012, 2011, more power to you. I mean, but be prepared to pay. You have to take it to the shop, because those things are all computerized. They got a million sensors on it. It's going to take about $40,000 worth of software just to figure out, you know, they already have it at the dealership. What's wrong with it? And another reason why you're going to pay so much when you buy a car from a dealership is because I've actually sold cars before. The dealerships don't own those cars. Those cars are on the lot, and they're like being leased out from the actual company, and every day a car sits on the car lot, the dealership has to pay for that car to sit there. So when you buy a car from the lot, they have to compensate for actually having that car out there. And you probably heard before, you know, they say the minute you drive a car off a lot, you know, the price depreciates $3,000 or $4,000, maybe $5,000. That's why, I mean, personally, if I buy a car from a dealership or a lot or whatever, I'm gonna try to get the minimum. You must get 90 days, or 3,000 mile warranty, whichever comes first. I always do that. And unless you're getting it from a person who you're gonna get a really good deal from, you know. You know, if they're not giving you a warranty, watch out. You know, like they say, buyer beware. But I think that BMW is waiting to come out with the hybrid model. They want to wait till they sell a bunch more cars before they actually come out with the hybrid. The one that I really like is the MX-6. They go for about $110,000. You don't really see too many of those around, but I mean, they seem like be a fun car to have, you know, as far as going off-roading and stuff. I think they're also four-wheel drive, in addition to just being, you know, on point. You know, I would have something that not everybody has, and has a cool car that everybody has. I mean, that's part of the fun of having a car. When not a lot of people have it, when everybody has it, it's just takes away from the niceness of having it. You know, it's fun to have it when not everybody else has it. You know, that's just how I've always looked at it. You know, and another thing is just you know, like I said earlier, you know, as far as you know, if you like speed, I mean, you can get a car to go 600, 700, 800 horsepower, so you know it can be done. But you better have a damn good radar detector, because you know, you get caught, man. Especially in the state I live in, you speeding, eventually you're gonna get caught. You gotta go somewhere where there's, you know, you're not gonna be subjected to traps. I call them traps. You know, kind of like the guy sitting at the bottom of the hill behind the freaking sign, and you don't see it till you get up to it. You know, but you just gotta be careful. And I would like to personally just go overseas and just go to the Autobahn, take the Pepsi Challenge, try out about 5 or 6, 7, 8 different cars, and just run them all through and see which one I like the best. And they got one of those X5s. I think they use it in Siberia. For as far as the car's not even on wheels, it's on like snow sleds, and I mean stuff like that. You never know. They're probably gonna have Beamers on the moon pretty soon.